I call the shots, I never call it quits. Trust my intuition, bet it's right and bitch, it often is. Seen too many others come and go, they had the wrong intent. Do it out of love and never for it, then I watch it get bigger than expected. No second guess it, I let it set it. It's God's plan, we out here only accepting blessings. I'm stuck with it, this mindset is terminal. In and out different terminals, leveling up is personal. And I already made it, y'all can miss me. It's hard to believe I made something from nothing. No hindsight discussions, I've been writing, I love it.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. This is Danny G sitting alongside Rio and Jimmer tonight, and it's finally a nice day in North Iowa.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yes.
Short-lived, but yes.
I didn't ask you before we started. Did you guys golf today?
I did.
No.
I did.
Did you? I golfed yesterday.
How'd that go?
In a simulator in Des Moines. That actually short game money, so we'll see how that translates to the to the course. But you know, I'm gonna.
There we go.
No, definitely, it's fucking nice to have. You just mentioned that the other night. It's been depressing and wet and cold and everything.
Yeah.
So finally, but is it gonna get cold again tomorrow?
It's supposed to get rainy tomorrow again.
Great.
Yeah. Next couple days, I believe.
That no, I'm still dealing with my golf cart. So tomorrow, nothing going on. I'm gonna make another call to go ahead and get disappointed again. I'm sure. So the mystery of the 08 Yamaha gas golf cart.
Yeah, if any of you are experts, I mean, hit us up. Let's get this figured out.
Yeah, not returning a charge. Not returning a charge. If you know anything about engines, you kind of need it to return a charge.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
What is that popping sound?
I think it's his connection to this deal for whatever reason.
Well, way to go.
Yeah.
I got some buzzing going on. But this is, need to be a little more excited here. Jesus.
The sound is not good. We'll say that. Pop, 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 snap, crackle, pop.
Oh, it's on that.
Toss me the other one.
Looks like we're going to restart.
What other one?
There's another one.
Oh.
This is
No, I think it was, like, as soon as he lifted up on that cord, I think it's to the sound box.
About to find out. Oh, problem solved.
All
We'll
right.
see. We'll see.
I guess
Yeah,
we'll
see.
We'll start her back up.
Nah, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. All right.
On the fly.
All right.
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen.
It wouldn't be a 3 Gig 100th episode,
Right.
okay, without some glitches.
Yeah, we'll
Without
go
some
ahead and
sound.
take that. Episode 100, people.
Yeah.
It's an exciting time.
Big time.
Yeah. Should have crushed a bottle of tequila tonight for it.
Cinco de Mayo.
Shut up.
It is May 4th, so may the 4th be with you.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but
Yeah, me neither. But
my son is. My son's a nerd like that. Watches all those. Watches that Boba Fett and
be like, son, you might get bullied. Mostly at home, but hey,
Hey,
you
know,
know, whatever.
just preparing you for
Mostly
real.
at home by me, but hey, who's
yeah.
keeping track?
But all kinds of news going on in the world. We'll go and roll with so the big news was Grizzlies' Dylan Brooks was ejected for a flagrant foul that leaves the Warriors' Gary Payton II with a broken elbow. Now, Dylan Brooks is getting hammered, by the way, by like everybody.
Yeah.
Saying dirty play against Kerr, said it's against code and this, that, and the other, and dirty play. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there right now. I watched the play countless times. This is 3 minutes into the game. This was at max speed trying to get back. And he goes, and you could see that his hand was going to try to get at the ball. And yes, his arm swiped across his head. Absolutely, it did. Dude goes down. Dylan Brooks, like if you were trying to do something dirty, you're not going to rush over there and try to help somebody up, or try to catch him. And that's what he did. If you're trying to foul someone hard and you're trying to make a point, you're going to strut your shit or you're going to walk away right after you do it. You're not going over there to
See if they're all right.
Yeah, but then the Steve Kerr one is the part that pissed me off. I'm like, dude, hold on. That's NBA code, right? That's what you're saying? It's NBA code? You play or you coach one of the dirtiest players in the league in Draymond Green. Where's the code? It's at bare minimum a guy code. Not thou shall not touch another man's junk. And that dude did it, 2-3 times that one playoff, like during the playoffs? You're going to sit there and say a dude coming hard trying to defend a basket and that it wouldn't be as big a deal if the dude wouldn't have, like the unfortunate part of him breaking his elbow, coming down awkward. I don't think it would be anywhere near this. It's because he broke his elbow and how he was trying to catch himself, right?
Yeah, probably that's the general reaction after the injury comes out. Is that, too far, but... Did you
guys see the play?
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't think it's... I mean, playoff basketball is going to be tough. There's going to be some hard fouls, but like you said, I don't think the intent was there to hurt him by any means. I
don't think it was malicious.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think so either.
No, it was a flagrant foul, right? It was a playoff foul.
Yeah,
that's what it was. He just landed awkward and unfortunately broke his arm. I mean, the thing is, it's a story, right? Like, it's a really good story about him this year after fucking just fighting to be able to play, man. Yeah.
Right. Did you see that where he asked if he could take a spot on, like, the video?
Yeah. They said, no, you're going to be playing for the team.
Right. They're like, no.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, because he worked his way up. I do believe he was in the G League too, right? Kind of worked his way up. So, like, prayers up and all that stuff. And, like, I really I hope for a speedy recovery, nothing affected. But it was a freak accident after. Like, when you tumble to the ground like that and something like that happens, that foul was no worse than any one of the NBA fouls. This is 3 minutes into the game. This isn't like after... a quarter and a half and shit got chippy or something. No, I truly don't believe any part of that. And I want Steve Kerr to shut his fucking mouth. I do want that because seriously, you cannot sit there and tell me piping out of your mouth, spewing that bullshit about the code, and you literally coach one of the dirtiest players in the league.
Yep.
I do have a problem with that. Like, dude was slapping people on the dick.
Agreed. So, pop quiz.
Okay.
Okay.
Got you.
I'm gonna say there's the 3 players that are probably top 3 dirty players in the league. Okay.
Okay.
We'll say one of them is Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Obviously.
Yep.
We could put Draymond up there, but I'd put him at 3.
Okay.
Who do you think I would put at 2?
Oh. Okay. Dirty. Marcus Smart? No.
He's one of your 2 favorite players.
Not LeBron.
Nope.
Can't be Chris Paul.
Yeah, it's Chris Paul.
How? What?
For sure.
What? He had to find a way to squeeze it, and he had to find a way to make sure that he wasn't number 3 either.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's kicks to the wiener have been much worse than Draymond's. They've been way more obvious. They've been kind of like Kevin Garnett obvious, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad when he does it. So I'm going to throw him in number 2. But, yeah, Draymond's up there too, man. I agree with that.
Way to squeeze it in.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I think Kerr, sure, probably not. But I have no problem with him saying it just because you got to battle for your player. You got to.
You can. Okay, I'm with you on that part. You can battle for your player all day. Don't say it's against code when you play with one of the dirtiest players. Say like, hey, come on, we don't go against, like, you could have ended this dude's career. Like, maybe just leave it at that. But code. First off, it's playoff fucking basketball. What code is there?
Yeah, no, I agree. But
then secondly, you have the dirtiest player. Like, just end of discussion.
Whoa. Not the dirtiest player.
Right.
Grayson Allen's pretty. But okay,
Grayson
I
Allen's
should
really
say
bad.
I should say for a star player, right? Grayson Allen's a role player that's been dirty since college.
Yeah.
But for one of the loudest mouth ones and about me in the camera and always bitching about this, that, and the other. I mean, he got a flagrant 2 in the first game, which he probably shouldn't have gotten because it wasn't that bad, and he got thrown from the game. But that was all by your reputation because you don't know how to stop.
Yep.
Right. So, the Houston Astros, Dusty Baker becomes the first black manager to win 2,000 games and the 12th to do it overall.
Big time.
Go Stros. Right?
Go Stros. Jesus.
Championship, baby.
He's
World
already like
Series
playing. He's like,
champs.
they're the Houston Rangers, right? Is that what it
I
is?
told you I bought a jersey, so that's
So it
got a
makes
World
it-
Series patch.
It makes it.
So if you get a
no,
jersey,
kind of
it
like you
counts?
said,
Like, you
like
got it?
you were saying. You root for the team that's in the state. If your team
Yeah.
is knocked out,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's kind of where
Unless they're
So-
playing each other.
right.
Yeah. Way to throw it back and use. I got you. Use my words against me. Appreciate that.
It'd be like that sometimes.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You can't be wrong in that one because it came from me. So
Right.
can't be wrong. Kudos to him. Longevity also, it shows longevity and your mass ability to coach and some damn great teams he's coached over the years. Cubs, Astros. He had a good run with the Giants. Wasn't the Giants? I'm pretty sure.
Not sure.
I feel like it was the Giants, but either way, one hell of a career so far. Not done yet. Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill sought therapy after playoff loss and says it's not his job to mentor rookie Malik Willis. I don't think it's my job to mentor him, Tannehill said, but if he learns from me along the way, that's a great thing.
Boy, salty as hell.
And soft.
Salty, soft. I get he's trying to put the mentality in like, it is my job. But at the same time, yeah, it kind of is. If you're Ryan Tannehill's on the back of his career, right?
Yeah.
And the one team that you want to go down as the guy you were the guy for is the Tennessee Titans, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, why wouldn't you want to set up your potential team that you're retiring from? Why wouldn't you want to set them up, down the road for the future? So
Show
mentor them.
you're a good teammate.
He doesn't want to be done.
Right. He's always had this issue, though. Like, if you guys vaguely... And I don't remember exactly how it went. Maybe one of you guys can jar my memory a little bit better. But there was something like this with Miami, too. If you remember, like, I guess he used to, like, if he got picked off in practice, he would, like, downgrade the defense and, like, belittle them or like, go after his own receivers. Wasn't my fault. It's a serious, insecurity issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just believing your ability and that you can beat out a third-round quarterback.
Right.
Yep.
Help him along the way, of course, while you're doing it. So I'm going to read you a quote. Kurt Warner came out. I don't know if you saw this.
Right, yeah, I did see that.
He's like, I will never understand the I'm not here to mentor the next guy mentality. So for all you young quarterbacks that need a mentor, DM me, and I'll be that guy. Happy to help in any way I can.
Yeah, he's great. Big fan of Kurt Warner, man.
Yeah, just a humble guy. Obviously, we know his story is
yeah.
long told, and
Yeah.
but just like I to me, it's like not training or helping somebody at work that could also make your job easier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Super insecure. That's the word.
That isn't it?
Because if you have no worries about losing your spot, you're going to help the guy all you can, right?
Right.
But if you're worried about it at all, you're not going to help him because he's going to take your spot.
Yep.
So that's all it is, man.
Right, it's in his head already.
Yeah, it's so I don't know, man. That's just
In
made
his-
me think differently.
I think
to be
just,
honest.
in his head about they drafted a quarterback, the way he was getting put down over, not doing much in the playoffs to help the team win, whatnot. I think probably just mind fucking him, basically.
Just some serious leadership issues to me. I mean, like, I already kind of knew that with him anyway before that, but when you go and say something like that, I'm like, you are not a leader, my friend. Doesn't matter if it's the same position or not. You're there to try to make everybody better because, if you go down for a couple games because you get banged up,
Right.
do you want your team to still win?
Exactly.
So if that dude's your backup, wouldn't you want to fucking help him to, like,
Right, and if
for
you
your ultimate goal as a team?
legacy wise too, if you want to retire a Tennessee Titan, leave the franchise in a better state, or heading toward the right way, you have to say, you want to do that.
Right.
I did see something interesting. The Titans traded up in the third round to go get Malik. Wide speculation that the Cowboys were going to take him in the third.
Well, good. You need a quarterback.
Wide speculation and rumor rumblings. I was like, what the heck? Like,
That-
can the Cowboys just keep anything a fucking secret?
No. Hell no, they can't.
Hell no, they
I
can't.
don't
That
know.
would have
Hold on.
been
I'm
amazing.
Can we?
It'd be a fucking
would
disaster.
that not be?
Yeah.
So, two things that come to mind instantly as soon as you said that. Number one, They probably were going to, but Jerry Jones' small bladder kept him out of the room, just kind of like that one where they drafted like the offensive lineman instead of Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
He went to the bathroom at that time because
son
wasn't he
didn't get that.
adamant about Manziel?
Oh, yeah. He
adamant.
wanted Manziel. Manziel was there and ended up talking him out and going Zach Martin, all-pro guard.
Yeah.
Manziel, obviously, fan control football league now. So
right.
Yeah, stud, you know.
The second thing that comes to mind is exactly what you were just saying. Can they keep anything in house? I don't think he wants to keep things in house because he would. There's always something leaking on every team. You know, there's always a little leak. There always is.
yeah.
But with the Cowboys, it's all like the whole business gets laid out.
What? Jerry wiped his ass 7 times,
Right.
just when he went.
I think he actually wants that because it gets them in the news and it constantly. I honestly think because if you didn't want that, you would, especially a billionaire like that man, you would shut that shit down. Like I will shit can you if I find out it comes out of you.
Yeah, no
Like
kidding.
I will get investigators to find out, and then you guys will be
career.
done. Right. But I think he actually kind of wants
He
it.
loves the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see. Get back to that page. Heat guard Tyler Hero receives 96 first place votes en route to his 6th Man of the Year award. I think very few players in NBA history. I think it was like 4 that averaged 20 points or more as a 6th man. I think he dropped like 40 something in that game 1 victory too. Didn't he?
He balled out.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the games he balled out for sure.
Every time I hear Tyler Hero, I just think of that Jack Harlow song.
Yeah.
That and the second part of that is also I think about in the bubble there was rumors. I know you know where I'm going. There was rumors that he was sneaking chicks in and he was giving them the hog.
I could totally see that.
Like a bunch of chicks. And they weren't supposed to be doing
What do you
he
mean
broke
by the hog?
the penis.
Oh, so mine would be more like a piglet or something.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
a little smoky.
Well, evidently the ladies came out and they weren't keeping their mouth shut about A, getting snuck in, and B, what he was packing. Remember I think we were in a particular control room when we read that article when that was going down, but not surprised by the 6th Man award.
No.
What else are you not surprised by?
That's it. Don't care about the rest.
Hog Nation.
Hog Nation. Mike D'Antoni identified as a serious candidate for the Charlotte Hornets.
Can I identify as that too?
Yeah. And as they begin interviews for coaching vacancy. Probably be their best coaching like that. I don't know what what interviews you need to go through. That'd probably be their best hire they've ever had if they did.
Yeah, I think whoever comes in is getting a young core that flashed and showed potential. So
yeah, I think
he would be a really good fit for that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he can do. That's what he does, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They were already highly entertaining without him. Like add his offensive scheme to that, and
yeah,
God, I think it'd be damn fun to watch.
Yeah.
I am also going to take this time to go ahead and let you know that after careful consideration, I am going to go ahead and probably I'm going to announce that I'm going to enter my name into the NFL draft next year.
Okay, I've been waiting for this.
I know. I've been talking to my family, and I think it's time. I think
Okay.
it's time to make the jump.
Okay.
you want to thank 3 Gig Nation for everything they've
Yeah,
done?
I do. I want to thank 3 Gig for everything that has been provided and the continued support, but I think it's time. I'm going to pass up on any possible nil deals unless you're going to give me a big chunk right now and then into 3 Gig. So just want to put that on our podcast.
Okay.
Dude, you mentioned nil deals. Like, I'm starting to get more on Rio's side with this whole thing. Like I can't remember if you guys talked about it when I was gone or not, but there was some kid from...
Was it Miami? The Miami
Florida
one?
kid,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like, if you're Neil deal, if you don't add more money, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And his lawyer.
His agent.
His agent, whatever. I was like, this is exactly the kind of crap I'm talking about, man.
Oh, man. Yeah. They're like, if we don't get enough money. I'm like, you're getting money. First of all, 2 years ago you got nothing, bro.
Right.
Like,
well, at least out in the open, but yeah.
you know,
You
like
know? So, yeah, he literally come out and his agent, whatever, was like, if he doesn't get more money in his Neal deal,
he can't have an agent.
he's transferred.
I'm pretty sure the agent was the word used.
Yeah.
Was it the word
Yeah.
used? Because I don't think you're allowed to have an agent.
But for like, I don't know if it's agent in the sense that you're thinking
Yeah.
it's like a nil agent that guys have,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So it negotiates that, and there's like nil
Probably
positions
like
within schools.
So probably like their your financial aid officer or whatever at a school. It's like because it's obviously millions involved. Probably there's
yeah.
Well, it's got to be if it wasn't enough for him to stay at Miami.
yeah.
I think
that
I
was
saw
insane.
that too.
Hey man,
Jesus.
I'll take half that and I'll come ball out.
Yeah,
What's up?
we'll do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
The
Fan control. Adrian Peterson agrees to complete 20 domestic violence and alcohol counseling sessions.
Good for him.
Do you remember the airplane?
Yeah, the airplane thing, but then it was like he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
That's how it ended,
Left
right?
like a scratch on her hand to grab the
Yeah.
ring or
Yeah.
something.
But now, apparently there's more to the story.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
'Cause how old is he now? Is he 37? I want to say he's like 36, 37.
Yeah, old enough.
It's too bad because I wanted to see him.
See him what?
I wanted to see him get. I don't know if he missed too much with his injury history early on.
I was
would
gonna say
love
you
to
can't
see-
say you want to see him run the ball some more.
Yeah, he didn't look bad running the ball. He just said like he's nowhere near a bell cow anymore. He can come in and do some spot duty. What I meant was, like at one point I kept rooting like I was doing like last like few years. I'm not talking about last year, but a few years before that. I'm like he only needs to average so much to pass Emmitt Smith that obviously it's not in the realm of possibility now. But
Yeah.
He was on track though, even because was it the year with Detroit?
Washington.
It was Washington.
It was Washington.
It was Washington.
He still had but he still would have needed to average, like, off the top of my head, he'd have to average like 1,200 yards a season or
that's what it
something
was.
like that
Okay.
for like the next 3, which wasn't going to happen. Detroit, I think he went up there. I think he rushed for like 800 and something, which
yeah, it
isn't
was a
bad
decent
at this
season,
point.
yeah.
But he had to play for like another 6 years, so
Yeah.
no different than what Emmett did. He played for 20 years and got a record.
Dude, just imagine. I think I feel like AP would be like, he thinks he's above this. But imagine if he went to a place like the XFL or something like that, right? Like, the XFL really needs to get some kind of fucking players at this
Yeah.
point. Imagine if he went there and just trucked people. Like, he could make a shitload of money and probably hurt a lot of guys. But, I mean,
Well, like why?
he could do something there,
So that's a
right?
very interesting thing. I'm talking about USFL and XFL.
either one, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you try to grab one of those dudes at the end? You can highly promote them. Hey, we can give you $1 million or whatever it is because we will draw fans or
Yeah.
eyes
I wanted
to
see
watch you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even at this late in your career. I don't understand why they haven't reached out like the USFL. Like I said, I've been watching some of it. I try to support anything that I hope will take off because I want to see more football, for instance. So even if I'm not fully watching the game, I at least have it on the television, so it's getting the view or whatever, right? I've watched some of it, not bad. If I had to throw it out there now, by the way, in my opinion, it'd probably be Birmingham and the Philadelphia Stars, if I remember correctly, are probably my two favorites when it comes to who's probably going to win the USFL championship. But they need something big. They can't have that, in my opinion, you can't have that third string, fourth string, or practice squad quarterback out there. You need to go grab, I hate to say that, I guess, but you need to go grab like a Manziel. You got to get a little bit of something out there. I understand you're trying to be legitimate and all that, and I don't know. It's almost like the USFL is okay with being 100% like the developmental league for the NFL.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't like that thought process. I mean, yes, you want that, but I'm like, hold on, I'm still we're trying to still boom here too.
You probably say that so I want to ride that until you're a little bigger, because if you say you're trying stuff out for the NFL,
That you're gonna compete.
You're basically partnered with the
Yeah.
NFL. So I think it's the right move at the moment until you get bigger.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
It's a safe bet to make sure you survive.
Right.
But I think it would be best if you try to pull some of these old dogs that aren't ready to hang it up yet. They still have a name. Maybe still sell a few extra tickets, a few more views, shit like that. Because I want to see it succeed. I want to see the XFL succeed too, because I'm a huge The Rock fan.
Why don't we just try out for a team?
I'll take you.
Take me what?
I'll take you to go
In
try
the 40-yard dash or what? I
out.
forgot we're going to tape our 40-yard dashes.
I don't know who ever agreed to this.
I don't either.
You didn't have to. Oh, I also found another challenge that we're going to do.
What? You have my attention. You know I'm never.
So it's you line up face to you, like you and Danny line up face to face, and I hold a sheet of paper above your head, like in the middle, and I drop it. And y'all got to catch it with like your faces, or y'all kiss. If you miss.
First off, I'll drop the paper. I call that right now. That's not gonna happen. If you want to do the nose to nose shit, where what is
Dude,
that?
Have you seen the thing on TikTok when he's playing with a little miniature basketball, and he's like, if I make this, we kiss. And he's like, all right, bet. And it goes just to the guy, and he like bounces the little ball, and he shoots it. And the guy, he's standing underneath the basket with his hand up, and he just catches the ball and brings it slowly down through the.
I've seen the one where if I score, you see the ones where like I can't remember if it's hockey or if it's soccer. If you score here and he goes and grabs the ball and throws it in for him,
Yeah.
like we're deucing her out here.
Yeah. So we got a couple things that we're gonna get done here.
That paper one is not unless I'm dropping the paper.
We're taping the 40-yard dashes. We're doing 40-yard dashes in honor of the draft, NFL draft. So we need to hurry up and get.
I do need to get that on. Well,
maybe
yeah.
Friday.
Maybe
We'll measure out 40 yards here in the street and.
the street will just take it up to the football field.
Yeah.
You
do that too.
Well, we don't want to be seen and get made fun of. From
I was going to say, do you really want people seeing you 40 times? They are going to see it.
Before I keep going with this, have you guys seen this Dave Chappelle thing?
Yeah.
So dude comes up there, jumps up on stage. For anyone that hasn't seen it yet, jumps up on stage. I highly recommend you look it up. Comes and tries to tackle him. It's kind of dark. It was like Netflix. Netflix is a joke, a big old thing that they're throwing a bunch of comedians, right? Mm-hmm. And comes up and like tries to tackle. It was really bad form. I mean, he like kind of hit him and then dropped. I don't know if you guys seen the video, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the security guards take him and they like rip him over and go in the back there and they start you can see it from the camera.
Dude, did you see him getting wheeled out? He was fucked up.
Yeah. So Dave Chappelle even goes in there, and you can tell he walks over there, and he throws in a couple too. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, fuck yeah. He's like, man, he comes back to the microphone. He's like, I don't know what the hell that's about, but this dude's about to get fucked up back there.
He's like, boys getting thumped over there.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw this. This is a picture of the man's arm, which we'll try to put on the video.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw that. It was like bent backwards.
Yeah.
That's how badly he got messed up from that.
Dude.
But did you see Chris Rock and Jamie Foxx came up? He's like, was that Will Smith?
No.
Yeah, because they came up on stage because they were part of his like skit or whatever, his thing. But they came back up on stage to like, help support him or whatever. But then Chris Rock's like, was that Will Smith? I was like, oh
man.
Awesome.
So awesome. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will play the Seattle Seahawks in the NFL's first regular season game in Germany. I do believe it's in Munich. The NFL also announced 3 games that will be played in London next season. The Saints will face the Vikings on October 2nd. The Packers will play the Giants on October 9th. The Jaguars will play the Broncos on October 30th. And in addition to that, the league said the Cardinals will play the 49ers on November 21st in a Monday Night Football game in Mexico City, which will be the 4th NFL game played at that stadium.
Very cool. We talked about this expansion and finally getting some teams rolled out. So
we saving up? We going to London?
Let's
or
go,
what?
boys.
What's up?
Let's go. We gotta get a shot.
That's the thing. I'm all for like expanding. I think that needs to happen with the NFL. But I hope they can figure out some times like that we can watch it here.
Yeah,
'Cause you're
that
gonna miss
9
out on a
a.m.
ton
shit.
of viewership, man.
Yeah.
With that many games, you're talking Mexico City probably won't be as bad,
No.
but anything over in Europe,
Yeah.
that's gonna be tough.
Dude, it's tough for our fantasy. Like, you have to make sure that you're paying attention. Like,
Yeah.
they start at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. On a Sunday, you might be sleeping in till right about then,
Yep.
But, yeah, we saving our money? We going to London? What's up?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Watch that Vikings game. So the Vikings one, which is awesome for us, is that was supposed to be a Saints home game. So we take it out of their stadium and go over the pond there.
Good.
Just to travel all the way to lose.
Not going to happen. Fuck them guys.
This
Cheetahs.
motherfucker.
Cheetahs. What?
Bounty Gate 2.0.
Phil Jackson will advise the Lakers during their head coaching search.
Me?
You dropping your application there?
Yeah, let me update my resume. What's up? I'm currently like 70 and 10 in 2K. So what's good?
There we go. Yeah.
It seems like
Their
they try to
relationship
go
is
back
weird.
to this pond like all the
Yeah.
time. You know, like go back to Phil when everything's all like askew. We'll just go back to Phil. If Phil never centers it out.
No.
Can you remember him like that last bit you remember of Phil, which is too bad for his legacy because I know my
Yeah.
man over there has a massive hard-on for him as the best coach of all time, right?
Mhm, yeah.
And I'm not saying I disagree with that. I just mean that's your guy. But the last thing that always stuck with me was that this dude actually hoodwinked the Knicks with actually only showing up to half the games and still getting paid his full contract.
Still got paid, baby.
Yeah.
Still got paid. And then to advise. I'm like, what the hell are you advising on at this point? You are how many games or how many years removed from the league? Your scheme that you used to run that was famous is no longer really a scheme anymore. The closest thing to what you run and that you would try to run if you still coached, the closest thing you have is Steve Kerr's, which is isn't fully
It's
that.
different too, yeah.
It's like a motion triangle that he kind of runs now. You know, that isn't the way you can do it. I don't know why. I don't understand why you're going to an old head like
The
that.
Zen Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what is he, 80 at this point? I mean, he's up there, you know?
Yeah.
You're right, they go back to the same pond. Like, I'm surprised she didn't say anything about Magic Johnson or something, you know? They tend to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll help any.
When all things kind of like seem like they're falling apart, it seems like her safety blankets are exactly what you just said: Magic Johnson and Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, NFL memo says it plans a 2-day diversity networking seminar for prospective head coaches and GMs.
Sign me up.
I think there's, if I saw it right, it was 60. We'll hold a seminar for 64 prospective head coach and general manager candidates in its annual spring owners meeting later this month in Atlanta.
All right, real.
Yep. Let me put my application in. What's good?
Yeah.
Oh, now you want to claim something other than
Oh.
child of the world over here?
What? All right. And for our next segment, for our episode 100, we're going to take 100 shots.
Well,
Individually.
two of us are going to take one apiece. The other one, the child of the world, will take 98.
Danny, you're taking 98 shots?
I don't think so. we do need to do one, though. It's episode 100. Let's drop a shot.
Yeah, let's take a peach. Let's take a peachy. That being said, whether you kind of roll your eyes at it, this is exactly how you invoke change.
Yeah.
We believe that some things needed to change a little bit, right? And obviously, no matter what happens in the lawsuit itself, you know who we're talking about, obviously, and Mr. Brian Flores. At least some things are changing. It makes it look like they're at least trying, right?
Yeah.
Not saying we don't know if they were fully like against hiring minorities or anything like that. There's no 100% proof of this. But now at least looks like you're trying to.
Yeah. I just hope this doesn't lead to something down the road. In the fact that, okay, so say there's all these seminars set up for, people of color, right? And opportunities. And what about the guy who's not a person of color, who's worked his way up but gets passed because, these guys have had all these, new classes afforded to these people of color. And so now they're the better option. But these classes weren't available to somebody that was not. I just hope something like that doesn't eventually come on down the road. Like I said, I think it's a good thing, but I could see this, a snag and the whole deal later on. Basically flip-flop, know. And
To where
I don't
people will be bashful to actually hire anyone that is white, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
At some point they'll be like, well,
Right.
we can't because we're going to get beat up.
Right, exactly.
Instead of
so, and
but
then
you
again,
but
we're
some
in
of them
the-
have to take it more serious too. Like
Yeah.
when the Rooney Rule and all that stuff, that wasn't. We know one thing we do know, gentlemen. We know that they were throwing the courtesy one out because they had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They usually had their guy picked out. Old boy even admitted that. That got hired. Who I told you guys that a few weeks ago. I can't remember who the hell it was. That coach that said that he was told that he has the job, but we can't announce it until after we do a minority interview. So that's not the same. So they need to take it more serious that way, and then this may not have became an issue.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to invoke any real change. I think the only change that
Mike Malarkey.
Yeah, the only change that would be able to come is if ownership changes. You're not going to be able to change those old heads. They're going to think the way they think, and they're going to do what they want to do. I don't want them to force anything on anybody because it's their teams, but that's the only way real change would happen. This, networking event is so corporate, gross, like we're doing it because HR told us to. Bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not going to accomplish anything.
Yeah, we see plenty.
yeah.
We see plenty of that too.
It's
like
awful,
even ours.
man. It
Yeah.
just stinks. What? Okay, I don't know. It's not going to do anything at all.
Hey, episode 100, gentlemen.
Episode 100.
Appreciate you
going
guys.
Appreciate
So is this
all
shot.
of you.
So, yeah, not good. It's getting warmer outside, so this stuff's going down a little harder.
Yeah. It's not bad.
That
It's
it is.
really sugary or something though. There's a lot of.
Kind of burns at the end more
Yeah.
than anything. Speaking of which,
Kinda like your sex life, huh?
Jesus.
maybe early on, not really.
Burns at the end.
Is that the clap?
Does
Is that
it
what we're talking
burn?
about?
Does it burn when you pee?
Got a couple love bumps on my ding dong. Todd Packer.
Who is it? John has a story. We gotta get him on the phone sometime. Talk about the dude with the warts. When he was we'll just say the dude with the warts found out, and he had one of the worst cases that the doctor had ever seen. He had to take them off. There's 13 of them
Woof.
on his man flesh.
Tough. Oh, and so those are herpes, is what we call those.
No, they were warts. They were genital warts.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
I got another one too for something like that too. It was oh my God. Thank God she was very brutally honest. Would have never happened anyway, but God damn. I got one at some point.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
At some point.
Why are you looking? Why are you
Because he
looking?
wants to do it right now.
Oh,
Well, yes, but you don't think a particular person that one of us may know or was there at one point. She's too classy to be a lady to have anything like that, right?
who's that?
I'm not saying it. I'm just going to say, you know who I'm talking about.
I don't recall.
Okay.
Happy Mother's Day. Coming up.
Classy
This
lady.
weekend.
Classy lady.
And that's what I got, gentlemen.
Beautiful.
You got anything else that you guys came across?
I caught a little bit of hockey. I don't watch too much hockey. I know you guys don't either. A little bit of hockey the other night, and what I learned, it's playoff time, right?
Yeah.
Stanley Cup.
I've
Let's go.
heard nothing, but we have I'll let you finish your thing, but
Yeah.
we have a guy at work that would have never guessed in a million years that he was a hockey guy, and especially playoff hockey, and that's Frenchie.
yeah.
Die-hard hockey. Did not know that.
Hell yeah.
But he swears by it. Swears by not general hockey. He's like playoff hockey. It's kind of like when me and you and all three of us talk about like how great the NBA playoffs get, because it's a different breed of basketball, right? In
Yeah.
the competition, but
Yeah, I was just going to say the interesting thing that I found, so the LA Kings are in the playoffs, and they won at least the first game. I don't know if there has been another game played yet, but they won the first game. They have 9 rookies. 9 rookies. So it's basically 9 rookies and 2, super veterans, studs that have been in the league forever.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. And so apparently it's a pretty cool story because they've got so many young guys, and they won the first, game in the playoffs, but it's definitely chippier. Like, guys are a lot more feisty. It's NBA style, right? Like, they're trying to win. But that's the only extra thing I figured I'd throw out there.
Well, that it isn't like I watched it, so I won't go too much into it. But I did hear and see that there was a triple overtime hockey game. So that's the one thing that changes from regular season to playoffs. Regular season, there'll be like a shootout, or they'll settle for ties, or whatever, you know.
Yep.
Or I think it's like tie win or something like that. If you win the shootout, tie loss if you lose the shootout, whatever. All kinds of shit I don't think you need, but either way. But they don't do that in the playoffs. You need the victory.
Yep.
So this thing, I guess, it looked like they're about to go into a fourth overtime. Did not. I do believe it was the Rangers and the Penguins.
Yeah, that game was interesting. It wouldn't have even gone to overtime. There was a goal that was scored, but they got called for goalie interference, and so they took it back. And it ended up going to triple overtime. So, yeah, that was kind of crazy, too.
There was also, if you want to touch on that, too, I've seen that, and this doesn't happen very often since we're touching a little bit on hockey. There was one of these teams, I'm waiting for the score to pop up on here, but one of these teams scored five first quarter goals.
Jesus.
Yeah, let's see, Tuesday.
They ended up with 7. Who was that?
Yep,
That was
Avalanche.
Yeah.
5 first quarter goals against the Predators.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Jesus. But, yep. I do have your weird law for you, though.
Let's go.
So, kind of skipping over Iowa because there wasn't anything really that intriguing in there. We need to pump our fucking laws up there. There was one where it says, what is it? Horses are forbidden to eat fire hydrants in Marshalltown. That was in Iowa.
Thank God.
Yeah. Don't need them eating fucking fire hydrants. So we're going to go down to Kansas.
Imagine that one, though. Like, there was just once this crack horse that ate a fire hydrant.
Ate a fire hydrant.
They're like, enough of that shit.
You would think that'd be like something like a goat, because a goat can eat anything, right?
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, I didn't.
Fucking tin cans, doesn't matter.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, but I guess I never thought of a horse eating a fire hydrant, right?
I mean, fire hydrant's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's tough.
In Kansas, it is illegal. Kansas, the state of Kansas. It is illegal to hunt whales.
Oh,
That's some bullshit.
Toad. So, is this the mammal that's in the sea?
are they talking?
Or are we talking about hogging?
Or yeah, you talking about like the bar closes
The
at
bar
2.
closes at 2. Bottom would take anything.
right. You're all alone, right? The doors are closing, and you're just like,
The options dwindling.
I gotta toss the harpoon out, right? See what it brings on back,
Man.
right? Go to bed with a 9, you wake up with a 2. And you're like, the good Lord have mercy.
They're trying to protect the fish.
Rio has one. I don't know if we've ever mentioned it on here.
Yeah.
We go to Matt's place. Did we mention it?
I don't know.
We go to Matt's place, right? Up there having a good time, cutting loose. Wives are with us. We had plenty of drink that night. We find out that one of our coworkers at the time, his sister-in-law, is up there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, she is trying to get herself some Rio. And not just her. She's trying to get Rio to turn into like the piece of meat between her and her girl and like her friend.
Yeah, there was going to be a sandwich going down that night if I wasn't saved.
Yeah. Even told his wife in so many words, like, yeah,
Our
you're lucky.
babysitter, yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky. Yeah, you're lucky that he's married. Otherwise, it'd go down. Now they're bigger girls, but there was a point.
C's, but
So there was a point though. We're up at the jukebox. You've been to Matt's place,
Yeah.
where you pick your songs. And this part is the part where I stopped. I'm like, what the fuck? She's over there. We're picking our songs. She's over there. She's picking her songs too. Like, this is her money. You guys help us pick my songs. Blah blah blah. And she's like, I don't think it's too much to ask. I need a young man to come over and, mow the grass, trim the bushes, do some electrical work or some chores around the house, and then fuck me.
Shut up.
I was just like, I'm like, excuse me?
Rewind that part.
Rewind.
No, hold on.
She did not lose eye contact with Rio when she was saying that.
I was like, oh.
So is this a paying job?
Right. How many farm makers do you own, miss?
I
Maybe
just need someone to come over,
work out.
mow my lawn, do some yard work. That's what it was. Do some yard work, do some chores around the house, and fuck me.
Something about, you know what? I'll do or make sense tonight, because something about me and old ladies, we just click, if you know what I'm saying.
All right.
The Cougars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want some of that, what looks like foreign exotic going on.
I'm just trying
And
to
young.
clean some pools, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Hey, what time is it?
You know what time it is. You know what time it is? It's time for Rio's Randoms, brought to you by Bo's Power Washing out of Belmont, Iowa. He'll take care of all your cleaning, power washing needs on the outside of your house. He'll clean your gutters, anything like that. In the wintertime, he'll push the snow and move it for you. Make sure to hit him up at 641-903-1720. Tonight, first up, if you have to live on a desert island for a year, like they tell you right now, pack up 3 things. We're going to drop you off on this island. You got to live there for a year. It's furnished with the bare necessities.
Okay.
So you got food. You got
food, or you have to hunt for your food?
No, you have okay food. You're not like living lavishly, but you've got okay food.
Okay.
What 3 things are you bringing?
Okay. So I'm going to assume the okay food. I'm going to assume that a lot of it's going to be canned food. If
you're living on like rice and stuff like that.
Yeah. So definitely going to need, I would say, a machete.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's for many purposes, but even down to as simple as puncturing through the can if I have to get to the canned food item.
Okay.
3 things. That is not easy to do.
That is
like
not,
I also.
All right, I'll go. I'm getting my freaking TV. I'm getting a generator, and I'm bringing a PlayStation because I'm just gonna ball out on franchise mode and Madden.
What are you gonna do with the generator once it runs out of fuel?
And well, then I'm shit out of luck.
A year, you said?
Yeah.
Then you have to say
I gotta play like 20 minutes at a time.
Maybe educate yourself on how to make like your own fuel.
Right. So with that time in the first set, my gas can, right, I'm gonna learn how to make petrol out of like my feces and right.
Fish oil, baby.
Let's go.
There you go.
See, so we're getting down.
Okay. So I'll ride with the machete. I'm gonna ride with I'm gonna need some version of power source. So no, I'm gonna believe in myself. I'm gonna believe that I can make a goddamn windmill or something.
You've done it before.
Parts are provided.
Parts are provided. He doesn't have to manufacture the fucking parts.
I have to figure it out. I have to educate. If I knew it was coming, I'm educating myself on some shit like that.
And he's bringing his favorite sex.
My smartphone. Keep myself entertained that way. And then, God damn it.
How you gonna charge it up?
I just told you I'm gonna make a fucking windmill. I may whatever. I'll make one of those water mills or something like that too.
Okay, that's more believable than a fucking.
Yeah, I'll create electricity, Holmes.
Okay, all right.
Fucking
You're dumbass
Benjamin
crazy.
Franklin out there, goddamn, putting a key on a kite and shit and making shit work. I got this. I'll figure it out.
You got to get him hooked on phonics just to speak
Yeah.
properly, but he's gonna create a windmill over here.
Yeah, I told you.
Fucking Tesla. Look at
Yeah,
this guy.
exactly.
Musk ain't got shit on me.
Yeah. And
All
then,
right.
you said I could take 3 things. Then I'm gonna take Elon Musk.
There you go, attaboy.
Oh, what a guy.
He'll make sure he gets all the rest
Okay.
of it done.
There you go.
That's funny.
Danny, what you got? What are you taking?
Someone bring a fishing pole.
Okay.
Some kind of maybe hatchet, knife, something like that.
Okay.
For sure. And then if the movies are correct, I think I need to bring a tennis ball, or a basketball. I can't remember what it was. Tennis ball, wasn't it?
No, volleyball.
Volleyball's what I
Volleyball.
meant. Yeah, I'm saying
Wilson.
tennis ball. Yep, volleyball. I think I'll do that so I have a friend to talk to.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, you wouldn't
I'm
even.
with you.
Nobody will bring their significant other to chat too.
Well, I'm trying to survive for a year.
That's fucked
You're not
up.
trying to survive. You're just
Like
trying
nobody,
to, you're just trying
I've
to
told you many times, nobody fucks me like me.
It's
So
not
all that is
Survivor.
an extra mouth that I gotta fucking feed and take care of.
That's true, but I said it's all furnished.
Well, if it's all
But all right.
furnished, you didn't say it either.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
You
did.
didn't
I
say
said-
furnished.
I
You
said
said food.
bare necessities.
Bare necessities. I'm
was
thinking. I
already
don't know what
furnished.
you're thinking about
So
bare
there's
necessities.
a roof. There's
you
some
have like
shitty
a hut.
food.
You have like an open.
You have
hut,
a bed.
And no.
Oh, she'd be
Couch?
pissed.
bare necessities.
I don't need her.
Bare
I don't need her nagging in my ear while shit's going not that good that day.
I need you to sweep this.
Yeah,
hut.
no, no.
We have literally sand on the floor.
Hey, I love my wife to death, but I do not need that in my ear when we're on a desert island like that.
I need you to dust what our 1.5 shelves we got.
Right.
Okay. Next up, invent a new Olympic sport. Give me something.
Oh, this is easy. Beer chugging.
It's already a thing, right? Well, not
Olympic?
Not
You said
but-
Olympic.
yeah, not Olympic, but there's already a deal. But that would be okay. But we know who would win, right?
Me. All day. That's not even a doubt in my mind. There's very few things I have the utmost, like the 100% confidence in. I believe that I could do anything. But what I know I can, you're not going to find someone that can outdrink me.
I don't think we're taking down the Germans, though.
I can.
By yourself. Jimmer.
No, I need 3-man team. I already know who my 3 men would be.
Perfect.
Tyler is coming out of I shouldn't say retirement because I don't know if he ever.
You gotta stop too.
And then
you have to
Luke.
stop to come back from retirement.
I know, right?
At some point.
You gotta stop. And then Luke. Yeah.
Okay.
All day.
Okay. All right. So beer drinking. What do you got?
Man, you go first. Go ahead.
We're jousting in this mofo, and not just
I love it.
Not just like regular where people training. No, we're getting dudes off the street. Like, what's up, number 3,762? You're jousting for France today. Like, oh shit! Like just one of us out there getting it, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's good.
Like pure, like 100% pure amateur.
Yes, 100% pure amateur. Bring them out the crowd.
Like we're talking like true jousting, as in like
yeah. You're
like the
up
Heath Ledger movie.
Yeah, you're getting on a horse.
Fuck yeah, I could do that.
Here's this pole.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down with that sport.
Yeah.
Let's sign that shit
Let's
up right
do it.
now.
What you got, Dan?
I don't know why that isn't a thing now. Not even just an Olympic sport, like a legit fucking like you're telling me you want to watch people knock each other off fucking horse?
Yeah.
You got to go to
yeah.
medieval times, dude.
Yeah, but that's
check it out.
that's like kind of like a show. I want to see like it's a true competition, like what it was back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
We're getting
Like
crazy.
they're doing it for like not only pride, but they're doing it for the true prize. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
competing.
Yeah.
That needs to be a thing. That's 3 Gig sponsoring that as soon as it happens.
Yeah, it's going
Let's
down.
go.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, all we need is $1 million.
Here's the deal. We'll video it.
Here's the thing.
We'll distribute it.
I got a checkings and a savings, and it takes like 100,000 years for.
We'll just get the bigger the fake or not fake. The bigger the check is, kind of like off of.
Oh
The
yeah.
better.
Yeah. Danny, what you got over there?
I like what you did. I'm gonna go with gun duels. So
Oh,
where you
yeah.
got to take 10 steps, turn around, and fucking. But the twist is it's leaders from countries that hate each other in the world.
Or
to,
just all
to
the
fix
leaders?
shit. To finish
It's like
shit.
a purge of the leaders.
Yeah. It's like, listen, these 2 countries are going to war, so the 2 leaders need to go get this taken care of.
Yeah, instead of killing
Winner,
everybody else,
done.
you guys figure your
Winner's
shit
done.
out right now.
Yep. Yeah, I
I
bet
see.
there'd be a lot less war. Okay?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Hey, I'm with you. Okay.
I'm just solving problems over here.
Right. Putin's calling in sick all the time.
Putin and shit.
Putin and shit. I got the Rona. Can't make it. Sorry. And my last one. You're starting a new baseball franchise.
Okay.
Current player today. Who you starting your franchise with?
I always say that you need pitching. You need pitching. You need pitching. You need pitching. But I'm not doing that. It's going to be either one or two players. One is you said three players?
One
player?
Start your franchise.
So I'm going to narrow it down. I'm going to say three. I'm going to narrow down to the one, but I'm going to say them out loud, the three. One is that cat from Tampa Bay. The one, that young-ass dude that just signed that kind of big deal. Was that Wander
Franco?
Wander Franco. Who's the dude that crashes motorcycle for San Diego? Tatis.
Oh, yeah.
And then Byron Buxton. Because I don't think he's not getting any love because he's with the Twins. You don't see what he's doing, especially the last couple of years. His problem is staying healthy.
I was going to say he's not getting any love because he can't stay on the field.
He can't stay on the field, but he has his like the last 2-3 years.
He's a stud, but he can't stay on the field.
Yeah, but I mean, like before, it was like just his defense. Now his bat has caught up. The last couple of years, like he hits like right around like 300 and is like belting home runs out, right? Mm-hmm. But you're right, can't stay healthy. He plays at a reckless abandon in the field, so diving, hit, the whole works, knock himself out. I would probably go with Wander because I don't think Tatis, no matter what you put in that contract, is gonna ever stop riding motorcycles or whatever. Because what was his statement? He's like, "Which one?" When they asked him, "When you got in a motorcycle accident, which one?" Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to. I'll ride with Wander.
Okay,
down there.
I'm going with Mike Trout. I'll give you 3 too, and 81 of the 3. DeGrom. And give me like a Trevor Story. Infielder.
So
play all over the infield.
So let me give you a little devil's advocate on that before you narrow it down to one. Trevor Story, you realize what his batting is outside.
I like his defense. I love
Coors.
his defense.
Okay.
And he can play anywhere in the infield.
Okay. So you're riding just the defense.
Yep.
Because I don't think a lot of people realize that he has ridiculous stats at Coors Field when he played for them.
Yep.
I didn't realize they dropped off and plummeted off so much, like when he didn't play at Coors Field.
Oh, wait,
ridiculous bad.
So I'm taking him because he can play every position on the infield of the diamond, and so side. Then his defense is really good. So
who are you thinking for your one then?
Probably lean Mike Trout, just because he's at the pop, the speed.
I'm swapping mine right now. I'm going Shohei before you do it.
Fucking bitch.
Shohei Ohtani, because you get a pitcher
you
can't. I just did.
You can't.
I just did.
You already choose.
I make my own rules.
Yep.
This is episode 100. There is no rules.
There is no rules.
There is no rules.
Danny,
episode 100.
It was Ohtani.
Oh, you know what? All right, I picked myself. What's good? I may bat like .100, but
you're not hitting .1.
No, it was either gonna be Ohtani.
I am getting a hit 10% of the time.
No.
Yes.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
It was either Ohtani or Clayton Kershaw, just to finish that.
Give me a metal bat.
Okay. No. Miguel Sano is a professional baseball hitter, and he starts out every year .081.
Doesn't matter.
Not hitting
they're gonna shift on me, and I'm gonna bunt that baby down.
You're not gonna get .1.
I'll get.
Would not happen.
10%.
You're my guy, and I like to support anyone that is like
give
my
me a metal
friends
bat.
And shit. But that won't happen.
Give me a metal bat. I'll get a hit 10%.
By the way, this was in my news and notes. Miguel Sano is out. He has torn meniscus, getting surgery on it. It's actually a good thing because if you know anything about Miguel Sano, the first 2 months of the season, he bats under 100, and then he cranks up and gets hot. It is. I will say that because he ends his career he ends his season at like batting 230. I mean, through the whole season. Had you not did that in the first couple seasons, he's not an early season guy. Okay. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's because it's cold up there in Minnesota and that's an outdoor stadium in the beginning part. I have no idea, but
okay.
Yep.
And yeah. So who'd you say again?
It was Ohtani or Clayton Kershaw.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to finish that perfect game.
There we go. Yeah, gotta finish that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It is getting a little warm in here.
It is getting
warm. It is. Yeah.
That it is.
That doesn't happen very often.
So, soon enough we'll be able to just have this back door open.
Yeah.
Besides the mosquitoes. but
I've
yeah.
seen the neighbors over there. I wouldn't.
Ooh, yeah, we might get some. YouTube might get taken down if we got any of that. For sure. So, all right, you said you've got it tonight. Let's hear it,
Yeah.
baby.
I'll. So I'm gonna give you my words of wisdom before I tell my story. When you go to the gym, it is nice to give people their space because you would not want them to be distracted from their workouts, especially if you're making it blatantly obvious that you're trying to distract them from their workouts. Story time. So, right, I'm at the gym, and we touched on the whole older lady prowess I've kind of got going on. But so there's this older lady up there staring me down the whole time I'm walking around, right? Several times I've worked out, and she'll come over and like do stretches and stuff in the same area, the weightlifting area, which people don't do, you know, because a lot of traffic or whatever. They just don't do it. There's hard mats there.
Yeah.
They usually take it over in the corner of the tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say right by the windows of the track.
Exactly.
There's like a stretch
And
area.
so a couple times this lady has come over and done all these stretches or whatever, kind of in that area. And it's just me
Is
and
she
her.
wearing spandex pants?
She's wearing spandex
Okay.
pants, right? And it's cool, whatever. You know, just getting my workout on. Then it progresses. One time I'm there. I go there again, right? It's just me up in the weightlifting area. I'm lifting some free weights. And she comes and sets up like right next to me. So I'm like sitting on the bench. Here's the bench, right? Laying here.
Jesus.
And I'm like doing dumbbell shrugs or whatever. And so I'm standing facing this way. She lines up like right directly in front of me. Right. Wears spandex. I shit you not.
Legs up.
Legs in the air.
Oh, my God.
Spreading them open and just staring at me like the whole time. Then she like rolls over on her side, lifts her legs straight up at me, right? So wearing spandex, everything. I've got a great view of the old moose knuckle going on. It's
Gotta work those adductors. It's fine.
yeah, basically that's what she's doing. But
Yeah.
she's staring at me the whole time. I'm just like, little lady, like I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom, like take care of some gentleman business. Like you're gonna have to stop.
You got to stop it.
For the love of God, I'm out here trying to get my swole on.
I'm a faithful, loving
Right.
man. I love my wife, but
Oh, I'm
fuck's
Christian
sake.
today, damn it.
Kidding.
Again, showing that thing off.
You don't think she was trying to get some of that sinner stick, do you?
I don't know what she was going for, but she was doing like these weird yoga poses. I don't know. I was
Is it a small weight room?
a little
There's
embarrassed.
nowhere
Let's
else for her to
just-
go?
There was plenty of room for her to go other places. That was what was astounding to me. So I was picking up what she was trying to put down, I guess. But where's the wisdom, please? For the love of God, if there's room in the gym, spread out a little bit.
She did. She was trying.
She was trying to
She was
spread
spread
out.
out.
So she was trying to.
No, not trying. She spread it out.
Oh.
She laid it out.
She laid it out on the line. You know, I glanced at the offer, and ultimately decided, you know, that the model was a little too old for me, and you know, I wanted something a little newer, and
Did you have to take one of the spray bottles?
it was already spraying at me.
I call bullshit. How old was this lady?
Yeah, it was his
She was old. She was old.
It was not throwing anything like that. It was throwing dust, maybe.
Oh man. Yeah, I was like, baby girl, we can treat this like a Nintendo GameCube and let's go. Yeah, I don't know, but where's wisdom, please? If there's room in the gym, spread out a little bit, give people their room while they're trying to work out. I don't even know what I lifted that day. Don't even know. Don't even remember. Don't care. But
Hey, thank
Crazy
God
time.
you have an app that tells you.
Thank God.
Hey,
Thank God.
speaking of which,
Speaking of which, if you are
it
into
makes
working
sense if you don't think about it, by the way.
Yeah, if you are into working out without distractions,
Or to
hit
try
it,
to, or to
right.
try to look over the distraction.
yeah. So, like, how much farm ground do you have, lady?
Let's get into the real question.
I'm starting a Deeds for Dick campaign. Let's go. But if you are into working out and find yourself in the gym undistracted, you can download Fitbot onto your phone or anything like that. It keeps tracks of workouts for you, generates workouts, all that kind of stuff. Use our code 3GIG for 25% off.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty cool. You set in your goals and everything like that, and it puts together workouts for you. But it doesn't distract you necessarily from
the ultimate goal.
No.
But if you're feeling a little sore in a particular area, you can substitute those out. If you're swollen in another particular area because someone gets you there.
Yeah, hit up our guy Deshaun Watson. He knows a few people.
He knows what to do. Robin Tug,
Robert Kraft, any one of those fellas, they know.
Yeah.
To hook you up.
Absolutely. Well, we'll start to wrap her up here. If you just randomly came across the podcast, hey, make sure you go like and subscribe. The podcast is available where, Jimmer?
Everywhere you could possibly get them. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Facebook, YouTube, and anywhere else in between. That being said, I think we had working on iHeart. I thought there was something going on with it, and I'm not finding the email now, but hopefully we got that going here very soon. So,
absolutely. Big time. You know what? They're probably just waiting for our 100th episode to drop.
Yeah, that's it.
And it just is about to here in the next hour. So let's get this shit going, man. We're coming down to crunch time before the fights. So I don't know what you guys think. We're going to figure this out on the spot. Let's say have your story in by this weekend, and we'll decide the winner.
Sure, for next week.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Okay. So if you want a chance at the 4 free tickets to the fights, hit us up. Throw a story in the I guess I almost gave it away. Where's the story go, Rio?
In the DMs. Hit our DMs up. Tell us that story. We'll get out to all the people that want to hear it. We'll omit names if needed. If not,
either which way you want it.
Yep, does not matter. We'll get that story out to everyone who wants to hear it. We do as well.
Absolutely. And besides the fact that this is episode 100, we are coming to crunch time to the fights in general, gentlemen. We're talking just over 2 weeks out right now, 17 days to be exact. So if you're looking for something to do in the North Iowa area, Mike Estes is going to put on a good time. Got some great fights. Got some primarily pro fights.
Yeah, primarily pro, yep.
Some title fights going on, and it's at the event center there in Mason City.
North Iowa Fights?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I've heard great things about. You've been there. I haven't been there yet. So
the arena is amazing. It's awesome. There's not a bad seat in the house. We're going to be down there and got hooked up. We got pretty damn nice table seats. So we get to see them come through and like right up against it. But either way, there's not a bad view in the house there. He puts on an amazing show. We're going to be there at Sports Page.
Yeah.
Sports Page in Mason, Friday night. Stop up there if you want to say hey. Do the weigh-ins and interviews.
Yeah, weigh-ins, interviews, the whole thing until wartime comes on Saturday. So, all right, gentlemen, I think it's about time to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is 3 Gig Sports.
We out.